Mercury, the closest planet to the Sun and the smallest planet in our solar system, has taken a minor role in space exploration. But why is this? And what probes have been sent to the planet? Mercury is the most difficult planet to explore in the inner solar system. This is partly due to its proximity to the Sun, which exerts a large gravitational force on probes, making orbits unstable. The Sun's gravity also increases probe speeds immensely, meaning that they would have to slow down significantly for orbit insertion. This means they would have to carry an unreasonable amount of fuel. The planet also spins incredibly slowly. One day on the planet is equal to 59 Earth days. Because of this, the temperature fluctuates immensely, from extreme cold to extreme heat. Finding material that can withstand these fluctuations is difficult. Another problem is the atmosphere, or more accurately, the lack of atmosphere. Atmospheres are generally used to slow down probes while descending to the surface. However, Mercury doesn't have an atmosphere for slowing down, calling for even more fuel to be carried to slow down probes on descent. However, despite these great challenges, there have been successful missions to Mercury, which have greatly increased our knowledge of the planet. The first of these probes was Mariner 10. Mariner 10 was launched by NASA on November 3, 1973, with the goal of flying by Venus and Mercury. It measured the planet's atmospheres, surfaces, and other characteristics. It was also the first use of planetary gravity assist. Essentially, this method uses planet's gravity as slingshots, greatly accelerating the probe's speed. It has since been used in other missions, including New Horizons, the first spacecraft to reach Pluto. Mariner 10 carried scientific instruments including an imaging system, an infrared radiometer, a magnetometer, and a plasma detector, among others, as well as tools to measure Mercury and Venus's radii. The spacecraft made 3 flybys of Mercury, once passing the shadow side, the southern hemisphere, and lastly, the North Pole. The satellite is most likely still in orbit around the Sun, a monument to human accomplishment in the vastness of space. It sent its last signal to Earth on March 24, 1975. Messenger was launched by NASA on August 3, 2004. Its primary mission was to collect images of Mercury's surface, and by the end of its lifespan, it had achieved this. It also recorded data about Mercury's magnetic field, discovered water ice in the planet's poles, and discovered large amounts of water in the exosphere. The spacecraft included a dual imaging system, a gamma-ray spectrometer, an X-ray spectrometer, a magnetometer, and an atmospheric and surface composition spectrometer, among others. While en route to Mercury, the probe made several flybys, 2 of which were of Earth, as well as 2 of Venus, and an additional 3 of Mercury. After running out of fuel, the spacecraft crashed into the surface of Mercury on April 30, 2015. And that's it. Mercury has unfortunately taken a back seat to the other inner planets in the solar system. There are currently only 2 missions set to launch to Mercury in the future, one which will launch in 2018, and the second that is planned to launch in 2031, however is only in early stages of planning. Despite this, what we have already explored has painted an incredible picture of the planet closest to the Sun.